Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop ya. Unstoppable, on our way to.
What's going on, Unstoppable family? It is Friday night. It is another night, another show, another awesome topic. And I'm so glad to see everybody here with me tonight again. As usual, you know, I see the familiar names them popping in on the stream. I'm glad to see, you know, I want to know about the Unstoppable family, you know. One thing me know about Uno loyal. When it's show time, yo, nothing can stop Uno from being here. So one thing I want to do right now, alright, is make sure say as soon as you click on, please hit that like button, because the more Uno interact with the stream is the more YouTube promote it. Alright. So if a 20 Uno there, 30 Uno, 100 Uno, just make sure say 100 likes on the video. Yes, I mean, so just click the like button. And your one little click will help the video to get promoted more by YouTube. And as usual, as I always ask you, kindly that is, please to share it out for me, please, and thanks. Share it to Facebook, share it to Instagram, share it to Twitter, share it to your WhatsApp, share it everywhere, and let your mommy, granny, everybody know, say, yo, Unstoppable is actually here right now, and it's that time of the night. All right, so I see some familiar names in the stream that I can recognize. I'm going to say big up and welcome to everyone. All right, you don't know, so at the end of the show, we do know one little shout out tonight, cause yeah, a Friday night, so I feel like me I go, you know, take the time and bless up everybody who they are tonight. So as I say, people, share out the stream for me, please and thanks. I would totally appreciate it. So as you can see, tonight's topic is not the usual kind. This is this one is a different kind. Yo, me say, for all who believe in it, you know, for all who believe in it, you better buckle up on the seat belt tonight and get ready for the ride, yeah. Because this ride is not going to be normal. Now we have a guest on the phone lines, right? But you know, as usual, one thing I say to you, please be respectful to the caller. Be respectful to each other in the comment section. And if you're watching this video after it has been posted to YouTube and the live done, still be respectful in the comments, or else I personally will remove your comment. If you call the caller names or you make any negative comments, I will remove your comment and possibly block you from ever being able to comment ever again. All right. Now with that said, yeah, just comment, but share your opinions, but in a respectful way. All right. So with that said, I'm going to introduce the caller to tonight's show. Caller, how are you doing tonight?
I am fine. Good night to everyone.
Good night to you, and thanks for coming on the Unstoppable Live show and sharing your experience with everyone. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I know you say you have an experience that you want to share. This one is a... I have to sigh and take a little breath for that one here, but I'm going to give you the platform so that you can tell us what is going on with you and your situation, all right? So, I'm going to stop talk right now. The floor is yours. And where I feel the need to ask questions, I will just jump in and ask questions, okay?
Okay, no problem. But bear with me. I have the flu, so I will be coughing in and out of the program, okay?
No problem, no problem. Go right ahead.
Okay, good night again. Well, my experience I would like to share is that in 2014, I met my husband on Facebook. Okay? I was strolling across in people you may know on Facebook, and somehow his picture came across. So I strolled past the picture. Somehow, I don't know why, I go back on it. And I went back on it, I click. And when I click it, I start to go through his pictures, his everything, his friends list, everything. And then I send him a friend request. When I send the friend request, I think it was a day or two after he accepted, and I send him, thank you for accepting my friend request. And from there and then, we start to talk on Messenger. After that, now we start to talk and like we start to FaceTime each other from in the morning right back till in the night. Sometimes we fall asleep talking to each other on the phone and stuff like that. Anyway, while talking, he was explaining me that, well, he's in a relationship. He did not lie. He told me he was in a relationship, but the relationship that he's into, the person is married, have her husband and her children at home. So I asked him, like, was he happy in the relationship? He told me, like, he is because, the lady's helping him in every way, like getting help for him to get his papers and process. And, she will spend her money on him also. Anyway, I used to encourage him, like, if they have any disagreements or any other girl, because she was not the only one that he was with. Like I used to encourage him, like when we talking, he explaining me stuff. I encourage him, and by talking, and he like my vibes. He tell me make sure that I don't live with no one and always stay by myself because one day he will be ready for me to be in a relationship with him. But I always living by myself. I'm young, I'm independent, I was working, I had my own apartment, everything. Anyway, we make an appointment to start meet each other to see how we look in person. So he invited me home by him a day. Somehow my spirit was not giving me the interest to go and see him. I like him so much over the phone more better than to go and see him in person. Every time that he tell me he will send a taxi for me, I will tell him, okay, or I will give him some excuse and tell him I come in, and then when the time comes I will make an excuse and never go and stuff like that. Until one day I finally went. When I went, he sent a car for me. And when I went, he direct me to tell the driver where he was living. So when I pull up there now, he came down and he paid the taxi driver for me. So I went upstairs in his house. He had friends over because he had a business in his house where he does sell like drinks and stuffs like that. So he had friends over. So we was in the bedroom and we was talking. But while I was talking to him, just looking at him in his eyes, you could know like there's something wrong with him because the way he was looking on the picture and you meeting him in person, it's like two different person that you are seeing. So somehow he like coming close to me, like wanted to hold my hand, and I was backing up from him. Like I keep asking him, but how you look like this? How you look like this? How you look so? Like this is not you I saw on Facebook. Anyway, I did not spend much time there. I left because the atmosphere, I feel like it wasn't right. So it had a time the lady had traveled, she went away, and he invited me over again. We was constantly talking, we keep in contact even though and stuff like that. Anyway, the lady traveled and she went in her own country to spend vacation, and now he get a freedom so we could finally like talk and have more private time. When I went over by him, he will ask me like to cook for him. You know, we will cook, we will sit down, we will smoke together, we drink, we talk, we laugh, we make joke, we have fun, everything, but not in no um like how to put it? like in no touching way, no bed thing, nothing like that we didn't have, but just a friendship for 4 years. We was friends for 4 years. 4 years. Going and coming by him, cooking and stuff like that. It had one particular day when I was leaving, it was like after 6, so the place was getting like kind of dark. And it was just like a couple blocks from where he was living. I was walking it down to catch a bus. And when I turned the corner to go down on the hill, I saw this person. It was a gentleman. He was coming up on the hill. But when we made eye contact, my whole body get goosebumps and my head started to raise. And it's like I was in a trance. It's like I couldn't move from where I be. I couldn't make a next step. So at the same time now, a car was coming. So the car light that was coming, when it bent the corner, the light shines. So when the light shined, I looked back to see if I saw this person and he was nowhere there to be found. So I went in my bag and I take out my phone and I called the guy and I said to him, I just see a zombie because here where we live, we call these things zombie, but in Jamaica we call it duppy. So when I tell him that, he asked me, he laughed. He said, if it's a man or a woman, I tell him it was a man. He asked me how the person looks. So when I explained him that the person was wearing a black T-shirt with a V neck, a short jean pants, a white socks, and a slippers. And this person had a lot of tattoos all over his skin. When I tell him that, he was like, "What the f? That's my brother," you know. So I said, "That your brother?" He told me, "Yeah, he had a brother that died, you know, where he was like eliminated by people." Okay. So, in which I did not know that. You understand? So, when he told me that, I was surprised. So, I hurry up to walk off the road more faster and catch a bus, and I went home. Sorry. So, when I went home now, I take a shower, and I go straight to sleep. While I was sleeping, the same guy I saw at the corner of the road, the same guy appeared to me in my dream. And in the dream, he was talking to me and he was telling me that he realized that I could see him and that he's happy because I am making somebody for him happy. But he don't know me and I don't know him, but he need me to help him, to help this person. So when he tell me that now, I was like, I was frightened out of my sleep. I get up and I look around. When I look around, I had this mat by my bed. If you step on it, it leaves your footprints on it. Now, I was living alone in my house. I have my children there, but at that day they was at school, so I was home alone. So when I woke up and I sat up in the bed now and I watched down by the carpet, I saw 3 big footprints, like man footprints. Like he was literally there by the bed speaking to me in my sleep. So when I jump up, I grab the phone again and I call the guy again. I call him and I tell him I saw the same guy in my dream. And I tell him what the guy told me in the dream. So when I explain him what the guy said in the dream, he tell me I must come back by him, like he wanted to talk to me. Anyway, when I went back by him, you know, I saw the same person, which he said that it was his brother. I saw the guy in the house with him, with friends, because he had friends over playing, was PlayStation, and we was like in the house together and stuff. And when they left, when the friends left and everything, this the guy brother, he was talking and he was telling me to tell the brother that the lady that he was with, she was burning candles in the house, and he speak to me the colors of the candles, and that she gave him, she's a rasta, that she cut one of her locks and she tied it with, I think, a red string, and she gave it to him to keep somewhere in the house. So when this guy tell me this and I telling him what the person is saying to me, he was like, "Oh my God, that is true. She did give it to me for true." So he started to look for it, and when he looked for it, he find it, and his brother tell me to tell him to burn it. So he burned it. He had other clothes and stuff like what she had bought for him and things like that. His brother tell him to get rid of them. He get rid of everything. So now it happens a day now. She came. She came back from where she was, and I was at the house. I was at the house when she came that day. Sorry. I was at the house when she came that day. And when she came, he was downstairs. Like, we just finished cook and eat. So he went downstairs to like scrape the plate for the dogs to eat. And while he was down there doing that, she pulled up on him at the same time. But I am in the house, but I seen all of this in the camera because he has cameras surrounded the house. So I was watching them in the camera. So I saw, like, he was arguing and he like used his hand and he fanned her off and he came upstairs. So I think she packed up and she went by his mother because his mother is living in the back of us. So she went to the mother and we was watching her in the camera. She was crying and she was talking to the mother. After the mother came to him, the mother did not know me at the time as yet. So the mother came to him and the mother was talking to him, but I could not understand their language that they were speaking because they're from Haiti, they're Asians. I'm a Jamaican. So I don't understand their language, what they're saying. So anyway, he told me that the mother was saying, like, she said she has some stuff in the house and she need them, like clothing and I think it was a machine for card, like a top up card and thing like that. Because as I told you before, he was doing business in the house. So she provide all these things for him. So she said she need them. So he packed them in a bag and he gave it to the mother to give her. And that was that. She did not came back by the house that day after she left. She did not came back and nothing. And after that happened, it was like couple days. It was like couple days after I started to come back by the house again. And I was feeling like more comfortable because she was like the only one that he was not like wanted to disrespect her, like to bring another girl there. You understand? So when all of that happened now, we start to have intimate courses and things like that. The first time that happened, I got pregnant. I got pregnant. I found out. I let him know, and we was happy because it's his first child. And he was always complaining to me when he was with her that he needed a child, but she was unable to give him a child because she was much older than him, and she already have children, and plus she's living at home with her husband. Which he said she was willing to give up all of that, the husband, the marriage, and everything for him. Anyway, I get pregnant, and by this time now, where I was living, he moved me from there and moved me in with him in the same house. So while I was living there now with him and stuff like that, the lady keeps, we have a house phone and she knows the number for the phone because she provided this house phone and the internet and everything. So she keeps calling the house phone. A day she called the phone, he was not at home, and I answered the phone. When I answered the phone, she was like, why am I answering this phone? You know, it's her money that provides this phone. I tell her, why are you even calling this phone? The man said he's finished with you. You don't have to call this phone anymore. So she was like, you don't have no right to talk to me like this because we're woman to woman. And if you could just give me like 10 or 15 minutes of your time, you could hear me out or whatever. Honestly, I listened to her, you know, because I'm a woman too. And even though she's married and even she was cheating, it's not right. But, you know, I listened to her and she explained me everything with both of them. And like she said, even though if he don't want to be with her, she just like want to be his friend. And if I am okay with that, I tell her no. And I would like for her to stop call the phone. I hung up. When I hung up the phone, I think like in the afternoon she called back again. Sorry. She called back again. She was asking for him. So I gave him the phone and he was telling her like not to call back or whatever and he hung up on her. She did not stop there, you know. It was like a couple months, like 2 months in the pregnancy, going 3 months in the pregnancy. She called again in the morning. And when she called, I answered the phone. When I answered the phone, the first thing came out of her mouth. She was like, that baby ain't dead yet. That's what she said. When she said that, I said, what F? And I started to cuss, you know? And then I hung up the phone and mother, and I was arguing with him to change the number from the phone. I went to his mother. The mother said the same thing. All you have to do is change the number for the phone. He was like, he cannot change the number for the phone because he's a business person and a lot of important people has that number, you know? And if he change it, that they wouldn't get in contact with him anymore and he can't afford to lose that. Anyway, when she told me that, it was like the same day, like couple hours after I was in my house. I was not washing, I was not doing anything. I think I came out of the bed and I walked like to the door and I feel like I wanted to pee. When I went to the bathroom and I started to pee, I realized I was passing a lot of blood, you know, in the toilet. So I got frightened and I called him and I shouted to him, you know, and I was starting to cry. And he was like, don't worry, you know, I wasn't feeling no pain, nothing. It was just normal, like pee, you know. Then he came and, you know, I shower, I cleaned myself. And to show you, it was not even period to say like I could put a pad or anything. It was just pee that blood and it just done right there, stop right there.
So let me ask you, at this point, what you think did that cause it? What came to your mind? Like, what would have been the reason for this at the time when it happened? Susie Unstoppable, thanks a lot for the super chat. You know, totally appreciate it. Big up every time. Yeah, what you think would have caused that at the time?
Well, at the time, I said to him, the only thing could have caused this, it had to be her. She had to do something because it's impossible for you to call me in the morning and make a threat like that to me, and it's like 3 to 4 or 5 hours after that happened.
But
So the
what I,
both of us were seeing this.
what I'm thinking is, all right. So before this happened, Rain Jonas, she is Jamaican. Before this happened, right?
The lady, she's not a Jamaican.
No, they're asking where you're from. I'm telling them you're Jamaican.
Oh,
But
okay.
before this happened, um, were you thinking this way any at all? Like, hey, say that woman here work for me, or did you have
No,
you didn't have those
no,
thoughts in your mind?
no, no, I did not.
All right,
I did
Kizzy,
not.
unstoppable, go on, blessings, you're there, Kizzy, big up yourself, continue.
I did not have those kind of feelings. Um, when he had left her, he was explaining me that she does not believe in God, and she tell him a day like they was watching a movie, and the movie was like a movie like Lucifer, and she turned to him and said that Lucifer is a beautiful man. He said when she tell him that, his spirit get cross and they started to argue, and I think he said she left. But she also tell him that her family members are these large people. Her mother, her father, these people are all in these things, and she is one of them. That was she tell him out of her own mouth. But even though he tell me these things, I was not thinking any kind of way at all that she would have done something like this. So when that happened and I tell him, he was the one that suggested it to me that maybe it was she was doing that. And I agree with him, and both of us said that. So anyway, um, at the time we didn't have no money to go to the doctor for me, because it's like after she left, everything left with her. The business is just starting to fail. No customers, no clients, nobody, you know, no money coming in and stuff like that. And people starting to say, how has he get with me? He dropped like that. And when he was with this woman, he was up there. And from he left her and come with me, he is like a nobody. So people have it to say like, I come and break up his life and have him like to zero. So when I finally get to go to the doctor and things like that, it was a twin and one gone and leave the other one. So it was a boy and a girl. The boy passed and leave the girl. So now we have the girl, the baby girl. Before the child born, we could be in our bed sleeping. After I had the miscarriage, I was sick. I couldn't eat no food at all. No matter how much I go to the doctor, they will admit me, give me drips. I was in the intensive care. You know, my iron was less than how it was supposed to be. They had to give me potassium. You know, I was admitted to and from in the and out of the hospital until afterwards we could be in our house sleeping. Once it reached 12 in the night or 1, you will just hear glasses, plates, anything you have in glass is just breaking. It don't have nobody else in the house moving, because it's a small 1 bedroom we're living in. And 12, 1 o'clock in the night, plate just breaking, glass cups breaking, teacups breaking, microwave falling down, breaking, toaster breaking, fan just falling down, breaking, everything. And it's like when we telling people these things, some of them is just like they're laughing at us. They don't want to believe. Some will believe. Some will tell us to go to church. Some will share their experiences with us of what they went through. Some don't believe in it. Some does. So what we did now, I get my mother. I starting to get my mother because I seen things getting really, really, really weird. So I get in contact with my mother. I called her. She will come over and she will pray in the house. She will anoint the house with olive oil. She will bathe me. She will oil me down with this olive oil and things like that. And it was no change. And it's like the more you pray, is the worse things get. So we start to live in church. We start to go in church every Sunday. You know, we start to go in church. Pastors praying for us. It had one particular pastor lady that we went to her church. She's from Guyana. And I had got baptized in that church already, but um, I am no longer a Christian anymore. So when my mother bring me and my husband to the pastor lady, she was praying for both of us. And when she finished praying for me, she turned to me and she said to me, "You see this man you have here, any day you leave this man, when you see me on the street, don't even tell me hello." That's what the lady said to me. Then she started to pray for him. When she was praying for him in the middle of the prayer, she stopped and she said, she started to like describe the house that we're living in, you know? She started to describe the house that we're living in. She tell us the color of the paint of the house.
So let me
She
ask you a
tell us
question. Sorry. All right. So you said the house got prayed for and all of that, and
my mother, yes.
right. So with all this prayer, not anything changed.
Nothing. It's like things become worse and more worse day by day. During my pregnancy, it have days and weeks we don't have food to eat. It's like this is how this thing going. For a person to see that he was the number one top businessman in the community, everybody look up to him when they don't have money, they could come to him, get money, get whatever they want, something to eat, anything. And when she left, as I explained to you, everything left with her. So it's like we was suffering during the pregnancy. I wasn't eating. And when we do get something to eat, it's like I cannot digest it. I started to lose a lot of weight. You know, I vomited through the whole 8 months because the child came 8 months. She did not wait for 9 months, because of the stress and the pressure and everything I was going through. She born 8 months. So um after all of the prayers and thing, when the pastor was praying for him, sorry, she stopped and she was describing the color of the house to him. And she picked up this lady in her spirit, the Rasta lady, the married woman. She picked her up in the spirit and she said to him that this woman is still trying to win you back. She will not give up so easy, you know? And she tell him that the woman loves him a lot. I was there, my mother was there. And she was saying, like, the woman was really willing and ready to give up her whole family to be with him and everything. You understand? So when she finished prayed for him, she she comes to us like not to argue because that's how the enemy sets it, for us to argue and for us to get tired of each other and stuff like that. So one of us could go. So the woman even went to a point where she called the phone and she told my husband that She don't have a problem with him having a child. At least he's getting what she couldn't have give him. But she do not want me in the picture. He must send me away. She will pay my bills and everything for me to be away. And him and her should raise my child together. That's what she told him. You understand? So he refuses in every kind of way possible she can. She offered money, everything. She offered friendship, everything, and refusing. And when you refuse her, this is when things starts, you know? And
So,
as I said, I
are
guess
are you a believer in these things? Like, you sound like you're a believer, like you believe these things actually happen. Are you one of those persons?
Mr. Unstoppable, if I'm sharing my experience with you,
Mm-hmm.
it's experience teaches wisdom. I am
Mm-hmm.
talking of what I saw for myself. So seeing is believing,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Yes, yes, I believe it. I
Okay.
believe it.
Okay. Continue.
So yeah, when I start to lose the weight and stuff like that, the child born, the child born, we could be on the street, no money sometimes to buy milk for the baby, no pampers, no food. The electric people I'm coming cutting light, go with the meter, water, no light. We have to get current from his mother in the back. Sometimes when his mother have, she's very old, and there's very old people, the mother and the father, and they will help in whichever way they can. But at the same time, we are big man and big woman. We can't really depend on them because they have their own life to live also. So when they can give us, they give us. But when they cannot, this is when like my husband will go on the road and he will go and check to see if he see a friend or a other family member to ask for a 10 US or a 5 US or a 20 US. And when we get that, we just have to try to make everything work so the baby could get she milk and she pampers, and still at the end we have something to eat. And this is how things just keep going and going and going up until this very day. You understand? Right now, my husband, we owe this landlord more than a year rent. Okay? More than 2 years rent. You understand? And this man, they are really good people on this earth. You understand? Still. Because if it was some other landman, they would have come and they would have tell you you have to go. You understand? But the thing is, my husband explained me that when he rented this apartment, it was like a druggy house, like an abandoned place. That how it was looking, and he take his own money and fix it, accommodate it to his comfort how he wanted it. So, and he used to pay his landlord, like more than 1 month rent in advance sometimes when he had money and stuff like that. So he never really have a problem paying for years. Because he living in this apartment more than 10 years. So the landlord don't really have a problem with him. So when the business go down, he's starting to look for work, jobs. No matter where you go for jobs, he's not getting through with no job. You understand? Nothing. It's everything. It was just like a disappointment. It's like a bad luck. Everything. Until when the baby born, I get so small that people who knew me for years will see me and will more recognize my husband and don't see me standing next to him. Sometimes I feel so embarrassed and ashamed that I even started to cry. Because when I really do like, but how you passing me so? I was said, but how you passing me so like you don't know me? It's Ashika, you know? There was like, who the hell are you? How you look so like you sick? Are maybe they thinking I got the big A, cause that's how they watch me.
And remember,
Like, you got,
don't mention your name, okay?
yeah,
All right.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like they watch me like somebody who got AIDS or something. That's how they watch me. And it was really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. So it had a day now, things starting to cool down by us going to church and praying and coming home, reading our Bible and, you know, playing gospel music in the house and stuff like that. Things starting to cool down, the breaking stop, the breaking stop. You start to sleep a little peaceful, stuff like that. But something, the baby is always crying, crying, crying. When you go on the road with her, like for a walk or a stroll in the stroller, she's good, she's happy, she comfortable, she sleeps. But as soon as you reach home, she just starting to cry. And I was not really like understanding why, until a day my daughter's school called me. It was a problem with the other child, and the child parents was there, and I have to be there. So they called me, and my husband came with me, and we carried the baby with us. So when I went to the school and we finished with the meeting, we was on our way coming back because we're not living far from where the school is. It's walking distance. So when we're coming from the school, we turn in an alley, into an alley. Now this alley, if you continue walking straight on this alley, it will lead you right to where we're living. So we're strolling with the baby, going, and
Hold on for me. Evelyn, she said she used to go to church, and I guess what she mean when she said no longer Christian means she stopped going to church. So that doesn't mean she can't
right,
pray or not read her Bible anymore. That's just what she meant when she
yeah.
said she is no longer Christian. Means she stopped going to church. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So when we was walking on the road now, a friend of my mother saw me and my husband. And this lady is a lady I don't speak to. Somehow my spirit never take this woman. And we had a issue already, and I cursed her out and I stopped talk to her. But is a big woman. She could have been like my mother or older than my mother. She could have been my grandmother. I'm sorry. So anyway, I passed her. I saw her when she was on the left hand side, and me and my husband was on the right hand side. So when I was passing, I said to my husband, "Look, my mother friend over there across the road." And we was making fun and we was laughing. So she was watching us going down the road. She was watching us. So like um, when we reach home and thing like that, my mother called me. And when she called me, she said to me, "You remember what you had told me the day when I came and prayed for you in the house?" Because I had told my mother, like sometimes I would be sleeping and I feel like my spirit literally leaving my body, you know? Sometimes I have to like jump up and open my eyes wide, wide, wide and try like to fight it back in me. Sometimes I could be on a bus. That happened to me in the bus. I'm afraid to travel to go anywhere by myself. You understand? When I'm with my mother, those things don't happen at all when my mother is around. So if I'm going anywhere and she has the time, she will take me where I need to go. If not, I will go with my husband. But going with my husband still sometimes it does happen. So I was telling her, I was explaining her, I tell her, my mommy, the way how I feel, right? I don't feel like this year, 2019, is going to finish and I don't die. I feel like I'm going to die this year. I telling my mother that because unstoppable, I could feel the death coming down on me. I swear to my God, I feel this heavy spirit feelings just coming down on me. You understand? So I was explaining that to my mother. So when the lady saw me and my husband that day, the same day she saw me, I think instantly she take up her phone and she called my mother. When she called my mother, she said to my mother, she said, Miss, you see, if you love your daughter is very sick. And you see, if you don't look about your daughter, you better plan to bury your daughter this year. That's what the woman tell my mother. No, my mother get a confirmation of what I was telling her before.
How many
So
years?
when
How many years this has been happening? Hold on for me. Evelyn Marks, thanks a lot for supporting the stream. Totally appreciate all my super chatters. Lisa Spence, bless up. Also, thanks for supporting the stream. Totally appreciate it. How long? How many years this has been happening? How many years was this going on?
it is going on for 2 years and 2020 coming 3 years, because up until now this thing is happening. It's non-stop.
Wow.
You understand? And with my husband, the candles that his brother tell him that she was burning in the house, it has a day that he got locked up, right? He got locked up, and the lady, she was burning candles in the house, and his sister came and saw her in the house burning these candles, and a friend of his came here and saw her burning these candles, and they tell it to him when he came out. Remember, I was nowhere around at that time. I did not knew him at that time. So I would have known none of these things until the brother that died tell it to me. Anyway, the brother had also explained me that she had gave him things to eat on the food that was making him sick and stuff like that, you know? Because as I tell you, when I meet him and when I saw him in person, it was like two different person I was seeing. So how he was looking, I didn't even want him to touch me, that day. Anyway, back to the lady and my mother now. When the lady told my mother that, she called me on the phone, and she was like in shock. She said, um, when she finished work, she is going to pass by me because the lady called her and tell her something. She did not want to tell me on the phone what it was. So I told her, okay. Sorry. But again, unstoppable. Before I went to my daughter's school and I saw this lady, I went to sleep and I had a dream. I had a vision the night. And in the vision, this same lady who saw me and my husband and called my mother, I saw her in my vision. And in the vision, my husband was sick with his 2 feet. He couldn't walk. And he was in bed. In the vision, the lady came to our house. And it's like she was telling me, he gave me some money. It was $20, $50, $5 in elastic bands. He gave me the money, and in the vision, she was telling me to buy a 3 white washcloth, I John the Conqueror spray, and something else she was telling me in the vision to buy. But when I wake up, I did not remember everything, but I tell him the dream when I wake up. So it was like, that is impossible because you and this lady is not talking. So How she gonna come by our house? I said, boy, sometimes dreams don't come straight. Anyway, it was like a week after she saw me and him
See,
and
this
tell
is
my mother that.
that led me to ask you something else. You think whatever spells or curse may be messing with you, is it in the house or is it actually on you? What do you think?
It's in the house. It's not on any of us. It's in the house. Or I think it is tampering with our lives. I don't know, or messing with our minds. You
So
understand?
so so
Because
we, I think when you say when you're not at home, everybody is fine, right?
with the baby, when she was younger, with the baby, when she was younger,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes she would be sleeping, and when she wakes up, she just keeps crying for no reason at all.
Mm-hmm.
No reason. No bottle. She did not take any breast when she born, so that was out of it. She was not wanting food, but as soon as you went with her like downstairs and you start to walk with her, all crying stop. She just don't want to be in the house for some reason.
So how do you think? How do you explain? Because I mean, how do you explain it getting in the house? I'm curious. How do you think something would get in the
I
house?
was I was getting to that point. This is how the
Okay.
lady came in the
All right. Go
picture.
ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
When my mother pulled up the afternoon when she called me and I went downstairs to her, she told me what the lady tell her. She said, boy, you was right. You know, the same thing when you tell me, are the same thing the woman call me and tell me, Jesus Christ, what make people wicked so? You know, over a man, that she was like saying that. She was saying, look at that. People can't find food for cook or eat, but then will find food, they will find money for hurt other people. You understand? So when she tell me that, she was asking me like, she telling me she was going to talk to the lady and ask the lady if the lady could come by the house and like cleanse the house for us, because she was that kind of person. Like, she's a seer. She could read you or whatever. She's that kind of person. So, babe. So she told me she was going to talk to the lady. Apparently, when she leave me, she went by the lady and she was talking to the lady. She said when she speak to the lady, she called me after and she told me the lady said, okay, she will come. But she said the lady tell her she's not doing it for me because I wrote to her already. She's doing it for her because she see that right now my mother does not have the money to bury me. So that is why she's going to help my mother. Anyway, the lady came like 2 days after. When she came, she come in the house. And as she entered in the house, she take out a spray and she started to spray the house from in and out, the bathroom, the bedroom, living room, outside, the porch, everywhere. She tell us that the lady, the married woman, have a spirit in the house. It is troubling the baby. And why am I looking the way how I'm looking? Is that the spirit is eating with me, you know, eating with me. That's what she said. So when she tell us these things, she has some stuff in the bag where I guess my mother went with her to bat me and my husband. So, and to burn out the house. So she started bathing us first. So she sent me first to go in the bathroom. Go in the bathroom, I bathed, she bathed me and everything, and my husband, she bathed him, everything and stuff like that. The baby. was good and everything. When she did what she did in the house, it's like the house was normal. Everything was good, you know? No more problems. The baby ain't crying no more. She's sleeping right through the night till in the morning, you know? Nothing ain't moving. You ain't hearing no sound, you know? Sometimes you would be in here, I hearing like my husband calling me. When I ask him, when I go to him and ask him, what you calling me for? He tell me he wasn't calling me. Sometimes he come ask me what I calling him for. I tell him I wasn't calling him. He telling me he hearing things calling him. I hear things calling me. My 11-year-old daughter come here. She coming to me, mommy, yes. I say, guess what? Mommy, you call me? I say, no, I don't call you. You know? So stuff like that been happening, and when the woman come here and things like that, it was no more of such, you know, until she helped us and we had received a little change from somebody to do
All
a
right.
little business because I
Hold on for me. All right. Bless up to the persons that super chat again, short and spicy. Totally appreciate the super chat. You know, much love and thanks and appreciation. All right. To the persons asking the questions like, why doesn't she leave the house and stuff like that? First of all, maybe you didn't hear when she said financially things went downhill due to all of this and all of that and how much she owed the landlord where she's actually staying, and the landlord is kind of being lenient and understanding with the situation. For those of you asking why she not just leave the house, okay, she can't just get up and leave because money not there like that. All right, Sophia James, thanks a lot for the super chat, totally appreciated. All right, continue, caller.
thank you, Unstoppable. It was no way I could leave. Where am I going to go? I just did a C-section making a baby. I did a C-section, you know, make that child. I was not working. My husband is not getting employed for work. I explained we didn't even have food to eat. Even now, up until today, we in the same predicament, you know. Nobody's going to take me in with a child, and I would not feel comfortable running with the child and leaving my husband behind. Because remember, you know, it's not like he called this upon himself. You understand? People is just wicked. It could have happened to me. I could have been in his shoes and he come in my life and somebody do this, and you know, the kind of person he be, he would not run away and leave me in my problems. You know, marriage is through thick and through thin until death do us part, you know? So I believe in that. You understand? So when the woman came and stuff like that, the house was normal, it was good. We were still going to church and everything until we get a change. And I opened a cook shop. I was cooking in my house and I was selling. You know, it was going good until now. I started to do a thing we call Dollar Saturdays, where you could buy your drink for $1 and we have food and we have soup for normal prices and stuff like that. Till I have DJs coming and playing and make the place nice and lively, you know. Things going good at that time. Nothing wasn't going on at that time. Everything was back to square one, normal. But still, we're not getting employed or called for a job interview or nothing like that. You understand? So I noticed now, like, it happened a day I was in the kitchen. Somebody came and ordered chicken wing and fries. So I was preparing it. A little girl came. When she came with a €1. I was selling ice pops for children and stuff like that, Heineken, whatever, for big children, small children, big people, everything. I have rum, everything. So the little girl, she came with a €1. When she came with the €1, you know, I was in the kitchen, and when she came, I faced her. I said, "What you want?" She was not watching me in my face, you know? She was not looking at me. She was watching down at her feet, and she opened her hands and have the €1 in her hand, just like that. She said, "I want an ice pop." When she ordered the ice pop, in no way this little girl looking at me. This little girl is friends with my daughter, play with my daughter, everything, you know? Came by my house, wait on my daughter to get ready, talk to her, make joke with her, play with her, everything. But that particular night, this little girl do not want to watch me. She keep watching down at her feet. She opened her hands with the €1, said she wants an ice pop. I take the €1 from her. But when I was going to attempt to take the €1, a mind told me to take it with my left hand, you know? So when I take the €1 from her, and when I feel it, when I was walking in the house with it, something tell me, watching my hand and look how the money is. Unstoppable, when I watch the money have a white thing on it, looking like, you know, like when you make flour, the dough like for dumpling.
Mm-hmm.
It had something like that paste on the money, and it was kind of wet, wettish, stickish like.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw that on the money, a mind told me, do not put that money with the rest money what I have in the house. I leave it outside. I give her the ice pop and she went. I show my husband the money, you know, and I leave it outside. But at that night, that same night, when she came with the money, the same lady of my mother, my mother and the woman was coming here the same night. So when she came and left, it was like 15, 20 minutes after my mother came with the lady again. When she came with the lady, as the lady reached on the porch, because this is where I left the €1, when she came on the porch, I stopped her and I said, I called her by her name and I said, a little girl bring this money for me, but somehow when I was going in the house with it, she did not let me finish the conversation when I was explaining her nothing. As I was explaining her, she stopped me. She said, throw that over the fence. She said, throw that money there over the fence. Me, I gonna give you back your dollar. Throw away that $1 over the fence. And I threw it away, and she go in her bag and she take out a $1 and she gave it to me. She gave it to me. She said to me, that money was not a good money. Pe- People trying to like sabotage the business for it to go down. That night she came, she bought us again, you know. After she bought us, my mother told me to make something for both of them to eat. I make it for them to eat and stuff like that. And they went. When they went now, when they went, it had a particular time. I am not quite sure how this part is, but it have a particular time when what is part go? When the lady, the same married woman, um somehow not knowing that this woman and the woman that my mother was carrying by my house, that they both know each other. Whereas the woman and the lady that was coming by my house claiming she was helping, they knew each other. Um, she asked for a picture of the lady. right? No, I went too far. It happened night. I had a friend came over and my husband. She had her two children them was here over by her house too, plus my daughter. So the children them was outside playing. And me, she, my husband was outside in the living room, sitting down talking, making jokes and stuff like that. At the same time, I saw a figure of a tall person in a hat, dressed in black, passing my door to go like over by the neighbor's door. But at the same point in time, when this thing was passing, it made eye contact with me. So like when it made eye contact with me, it's like I fall in a trance. I didn't know myself. They tell me I was knocked out. I passed out. I wasn't breathing. I didn't have no pulse, no whatever they say. I don't know because they were telling it to me. I just knock out. I did talking to them, and then after it's just total silence. I wasn't moving. I wasn't breathing. Nothing. So they get panic and call my mother. Now my mother is living very, very, very far from where I am living. And trust me, in that night they said she reached in less than 15 minutes. But when they called my mother on the phone while I was passed out, the girl was talking to my mother. Because my husband was panicking. He panicked. He couldn't talk on the phone. So the girl was talking to my mother and she was explaining what happened. And my mother jumped in her car and she was on her way coming. But while she was coming, she told the girl not to hang up the phone. She's going to stay on the line because they call WhatsApp. So my mother told the girl to put the phone by my ears. And they said that my mother was praying on the phone and she was calling out my name and tell me to come back from wherever I was. And
Are you okay?
yeah, I'm praying.
All right, just bear with our viewers. Just bear with her. Bear with her. It's not easy to share an experience like this. So just bear with her. Just bear with her for a couple minutes. Just bear with her.
They say my mother was calling out my name and telling me to come back from wherever it is that I went. And they say while she had the phone by my ears, like somehow I gained consciousness or something, you know. And my
I
mother
have a
came,
question for you. Is there someone talking to you?
my husband.
Okay. Because you get me scared a little bit a while ago. I must say. I got a little bit scared a while ago. Okay, continue. Go ahead.
And you see, my mother was talking on the phone to me, and they said like I gained consciousness from whatever she was saying on the phone, and she was calling out the blood of Jesus and stuff like that. And I'm the only child from my mother, you know. So things like these, it does scare her, and she has a heart problem, you know. And when that happened to her, it's like she's stressed out and stuff like that. And then I reached to a point too when she had tell me like why I don't leave my husband and find somewhere to go. And I did not like what she said, but I guess she was frustrated of everything, because to have your one child and to see she going through that, she get frustrated and she's starting to say negative things. And, you know, I understand her. I wasn't mad at her at anything. I understand her. And then after some more, she will came around and she will apologize and thing like that. So, the lady now, the lady, how we knew that they know each other is a day when that happened to me, when the night I saw the man there and when my mother came and everything was good, the girl, the girl who called my mother, my friend who called my mother, she also saw this person at the same time when I saw it. She saw it too. And she was telling my mother where it is. My mother cannot see these things, but if it enters, she will feel the atmosphere changes. So the girl was like telling her wherever it is, and my mother was like throwing water and praying and saying the blood of Jesus. That is what I wake up and saw happening. And when I wake up, all I remember saying, I am tired. Because at the time when I passed out, I hearing everything that is happening around me. I hearing they talking. I hearing I hearing my mother on the phone. I hearing my husband. I hearing the girl, but I cannot speak. It's like I am not there. And at the time when that was happening, it's like I saw myself in a cemetery. When my mother calling me, it's like I was in a cemetery and something was chasing me in the cemetery. So I was just keep running, running and running and running. So when I came back to, all I could tell my mother, I said, Mommy, I am tired. I am tired. And I started to cry. And she hugged me and, she started talking to me and she started rubbing me with the olive oil. And she sat there and then she called her friend. When she called her friend, the lady, and tell her friend that I saw something here by the house, the lady tell her that I am lying. The lady tell her I am lying because she have two spirits here what she left to guard or guide the house so no harm don't came here for me and my family. She said she have two spirit watching the house, protecting the house, so that nothing don't came here to harm me and my family. So I am lying to say that what I see, I did not see it. So my mother said, but she's not lying because when I came here, I felt it. And her friend is here and her friend see it too. You know, she did not want to believe it. She said I was lying because her spirits them would have come and tell her if something like that happened and whatever. So he had a day where she had to come back, where she had to come back and do something for us by the house again. And I noticed when my mother parked downstairs, the lady did not want to come out of the car. She did not want to come out of the car to come by the house. And it was puzzling me and my husband. Why? You know, is she getting tired of us too? Or is she getting afraid herself? Why? She was helping us good and all of a sudden now she changed. Why? So we was questioning it. And when my mother asked her like why she don't want to come upstairs, she was like her spirit them telling her not to come. And she working with her spirit them. Whenever they tell her to come, she will come on her own time. And unstoppably, it had weeks. She refused to come. It had months. She refused to come. until my mother called me. No, I lie. The same night when she refused to come upstairs, she tell my husband that if he have a picture of the woman to show her how she looked. My husband said yes. He went upstairs for the phone and he bring the phone down. And when he bring the phone down, I guess he went on the lady's Facebook profile and he pulled up a picture and he showed it to her. She said to send the picture to her phone. She want the picture to come to her phone. So he sent the picture to her phone in WhatsApp. When he sent the picture to her, she said she's going to go home and she's going to read the lady Unstoppable. When that lady go home, she get that picture. Up until this day, that woman never came back. Never came back. You hear me? And things remain the same, except nothing is breaking in the house. But now and then, now and then, you will hear like my husband will say, hear like I call him, or I will hear him calling me, and nobody's calling nobody. But sometimes, I still see spirits around. I'm not gonna lie, I still see these things around, but there is no good help. And sometimes it makes me feel frustrated and feel like I am tired, feel like I want to give up, I want to leave, you know. It does cross my mind sometimes. But then again,
Is the baby okay? Hold on a minute for me. Susie Unstoppable, thanks a lot for the super chat. Rain Jonas, thanks a lot for the super chat. Appreciated. Evelyn, my sister, yes, boy, you're drained. Thanks for the super chat, Evelyn. And Queen Rocks, thanks again for the super chat. Totally appreciate it. Off the grill, welcome to the stream. All right. How is the baby doing? Is the baby okay?
yes, the baby is fine. The baby is fine. And I don't want nobody to think that me and my husband we did any witchcraft. It was nothing kind of witchcraft we did. It was just like we bathe in normal things like, blue, lime, and normal bush. It's no oil, no powder, or nothing of the sort like how people will think. Because I will I am 37 years old and I never set my foot in one of those places. You understand me? Never set my foot in one of those places. And it's not all the time it is good to fight fire with fire. You know, there is a God above and he sees everything, and I believe every dog have his day, you know, today for me, tomorrow for you. But I will continue pray because I am a believer in God. As I tell you, I was a Christian. You understand? And I backslide, really and honestly, I backslide because of to say flesh. That's why I backslide. Flesh. Okay. I was in a relationship and the guy went in jail for 2 years. And for the 2 years he went in jail, I dedicate myself in church. you know, put myself in church, period, everyday church, no boyfriend, nothing, didn't have no intercourse, nothing for 2 years. Until a day the pastor tell me, any day I leave the church because you see the guy is coming out from prison soon. And when he come out from prison, I will stop go church. And when I stop go church, my life will never be the same because God want me to do works for him, you know? And it looks like she was right because look at what's happening now.
So this present moment, you say, on and off, you'll still be seeing spirits. Menelva, big up yourself, Menelva. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it, Menelva. That one just slipped me, Menelva. That's all it was. But yeah, you say on and off, you still seeing spirits walking around the house and stuff like that, and your husband still hearing people calling him
Yes.
presently.
And even last night I saw one to it's last night or before day this morning. It was like after 3 this morning. Yeah, minutes to 4. Yeah.
So what do you intend to do? Or what do you think you have to do to rid yourself of this thing?
As I said before, all I could do is pray, you know? All I could do is pray. God will answer my prayer. Maybe not now, but He will come when the time is right, you know? He will come when the time is right. Because I tell you, up until this very day, every night we have to be thinking, where are we going to get food to eat tomorrow? How are we going to get a pack of pamper for the baby? How are we going to get a milk for the baby? You know? I go out, I look for jobs. The funniest thing happened, eh? I went out check a job. This job is to work on a boat. Like use a tour guide for the on the boat. You'll be talking to the tourists on the boats and explaining them about the country and stuff like that. The company is in need of people to work at this moment. They need people to work. My mother went, and my mother's a security guard. She went, and a friend of hers gave her a form for me to fill out. But before I get the form, it had a friend of mine that received a form before me, and she filled it out, the application form, everything. And for them to employ you, you have to have documents for the island, you know? This girl does not have documents for the island. She gets employed. I received my my application form. I filled it out and I went.
Knowledge Queen, thanks a lot.
Um,
Knowledge Queen says her advice to you is to just keep praying and believing in God. That is what Knowledge Queen is suggesting.
Thank you. That is exactly what we are doing.
Go ahead, continue.
The girl, she gets through. I get the application form. I filled it out. I went there on Monday morning. Early, they open 9. I was there for 8:30. And when I sit with the secretary in the waiting room, everybody coming in to work, you know, I even saw the girl there. And she was like, yeah, you're in the right place. They need people to work. And I'll be glad if you get the job. Because, you could talk and thing and we there talking and thing, and I have a good feeling in me about this job. I feel secure, like, yeah, finally something is going to happen for me. Sorry. So I wait. When I wait, 9 o'clock I was still there. 9:30 I still there sitting down. 10 o'clock I still there sitting down. 10:30 I still there sitting down until a gentleman came to me and he asked me if I'm getting through. I tell him, well, I have a application form and I'm here for a job. And I am here to see the person that I'm supposed to hand the application form to. But the lady tell me to sit and wait. Whenever he reached, she will let me know. So he said, okay. He went. 11 o'clock, I was there. 11:30, I was there. 12 o'clock, I was there. Then I get a little frustrated. I went to the secretary and I tell her, if it would be okay for me to leave the form with her and I will come back in the morning and see if I see the man to speak with him. She tell me, yes, that's a good idea because she just called and he tell her that he's feeling sick. He's not coming in today. I said, okay, I leave the farm. The Tuesday I went back again. It's the same thing. I was there up until 11. I there 11. I saw a man. The secretary pointed him out to me and she said I could speak to him. I went. We sit down in the room and I was talking to him and he took the form and he was going through the form. So while he was going through the form, he was like, where is your documents? So I tell him that I didn't know that at the time that I had to bring it because if I'd know I would have walked with it. He told me, okay, they need people to work and he's not the one employing. It has the other guy that I was supposed to see yesterday that it was both of them have to sit down and interview me together. He cannot do it on his own. So he told me to come back the Wednesday. The Wednesday I went, I finally saw the man. He was there, and now I have both of them now on the interview. We was talking and things. He tell me, I explained him at the time. Well, my documents I get destroyed in Hurricane Irma, and I am not working, and I'm going through a little situation at home right now. So I don't have the money to go and get my documents back, you know? So he was like, if I don't have a copy or anything, I tell him no, but I have a Dutch passport, if that is okay. He told me no, he do not want the Dutch passport. He want the permanent paper, the permanent residency paper. Now I know that I get discouraged now because I know I don't have the permanent residence paper to show him. So he explained me. I started to cry. I started to cry in front of them. And I guess they felt for me. One of the guy, the man, he went in his pocket and he took out a $20.
Hold on a minute for me. Sorry to cut you. Short and spicy, I know you're kind of passionate about this topic. I know you are, but calm down a little bit. All right, short and spicy, I know you're very passionate about this topic. I know, but calm down a little bit. Um, and to the persons asking how can you donate, there is to the right in the chat section to the right where you type, there is a little dollar sign right there. All you have to do is click on it and follow the instructions, or you could click on the PayPal link down in the description of this very live video or any video on the channel. Totally appreciate it. And I appreciate all the viewers here who are remaining respectful, throughout this entire conversation towards the caller and the fellow chatters in the comment section. I respect all of that. All right. And to all the persons who are super chatting and contributing to the show. Thanks a lot. Continue, Carla.
Yeah. So he went in his pocket and he gave me $20. And the other man, he said, let me top that up for you. So he gave me another $20. So now I have $40. So he explained me I should go by the labor department. And no, he asked me how come I have a permanent residency paper because I'm a Jamaican. I explained him that my mother was married to someone here and they acknowledged me as their daughter. So this is how I have permanent residence.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, if if it is like that way, then I should get um an acknowledgement paper to prove that I have papers for the island to work. So if he was telling me like if I go by the labor department, they will give me a printout, and he was willing to go with me. This is how bad he needed me to work. He was willing to go with me the morning to go and get the paper so I could start work the following week.
Mm-hmm.
But God is so good. When I came home and I tell my mother what he said, she tell me she have her married book, and the married book has my name in it, and it tells everything, every information that he needs to know. So she said she there, she have the book the Sunday, and the Monday she couldn't find the book. The Tuesday she don't find it. The Wednesday she don't find it. The Thursday she don't find it. The Friday, and the whole week went. She did not find the book. So at that time I could not go to the man because I would go empty handed. But the morning when I supposed to meet the man to go with him by the labor department, my mother find the acknowledgement paper, the same paper that he wanted to go and get for me. My mother already had one. So she tell me up until this day she don't find the married book, but the acknowledgement paper is the same information that is in the book. So when she tell me that, I was so happy. I say, yes, this is what the man wants. So I could give him this tomorrow, and I know by the next day I will start working. I come home, I was so happy and jolly. Me and my husband there now. I say, God finally opening a door for us and thing like that. Unstoppable. When I received the paper from my mother, and I went the next day to the man. I showed him the papers. He was like, yes, you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what we need. But I'm gonna run this through the bigger boss and let him go through it, and we're gonna take a copy of it, and we're gonna call you and let you know when to come and collect the uniform and stuff like that. My husband, he hustled some money, because this job is a uniform you have to wear. So I don't want to go there looking like the worst. So he hustled a little change, and he bought a shoes and a stocking to match with the uniform. You understand? So while I came home now, I was waiting for the man to call me the next day. I wake up excited. I dream about it. Can't wait for the day to come. The day pass. I don't see him call me. 2 days pass. I don't see the man call me. 3, 4 days pass. The man don't call me. So I was saying to my husband, but this is strange. And my mother keep asking me, the man don't get in contact with you yet for the job, and I'm telling her no. And she was saying she don't understand that because Look how he was willing to help me for everything to get a paper so I could start to work. Anyway, I did a whole week. I think going in 2 weeks now. I never get a call from him. This morning I woke up. I think I wake up with that job on my mind. I got up and I called him on my house number because I realized like I sent him a text message on WhatsApp. He read it and he did not reply. So I called him this morning now. And when I called him on the house phone, I guess he was not where his phone was at the time. So the phone rang out with no answer. So I hung up. When I hung up, it's like 10 minutes after he called back the number. And I pick up the phone. I was like, "Good morning. This is a young lady who had came and we sat and we speak about the job." And he said, "Yes, yes, yes, I remember you. I remember you. Um, you know, the boss was saying that the paper that you show us, it telling us that yeah, you're a Dutch citizen right now, but then still that is not enough for us like to employ you. We still need to see your permanent residence papers before." So he asked me if I went to look about the permanent residence papers. I tell him yes, I went. So he said, "What did they tell you?" I tell him they said I will not be able to get a call to collect it until January because now it is holidays and all these business places are closed. So he was like, okay, he will wait for me until January, until when I get the papers. So when he said that, I get emotional. I start feeling down again. I'm depressed. And my day was just not going normal. It was not going good at all. So all today I was like, down and depressed because it's like every time you tried and as you get rid of one problem, a next one start. Because with the party thing, I tell you, I used to do whenever I like make that money, we have to like use something out of it to buy back the goods and we have to pay the light, we have to pay the water, the baby need pampers, she need milk. I got a daughter going to school, we have to buy food. So it's like the business, it just take its time and deteriorated until it's just done. Because whatever we had saved, I still have to go back and use it to manage the daily basics of the children have to go school, my daughter have to go school, and the baby have to eat and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, up until this day, it's rough because every night I have to worry, how am I going to eat the next day? And it's like people are watching us like funny. You understand? I don't understand. I don't understand it at all.
All right. What I'm going to do, because I'm actually over by 40 minutes in the show time, and I decided to just give you the time to speak. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to let a few persons call in and say what, because I know a lot of persons probably want to call in. All right, so you know the usual. You can jump onto the stream and listen to what the callers have to say. All right, thanks a lot for sharing your experience with us. And it's really a sad thing that you're actually going through this presently. No one should actually be going through this. But we'll talk more off here, all right?
Okay.
All right,
And
you can.
thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. You can listen to what the callers have to say on the show, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So Short and spicy, if you're still here, let me address it. It's not that you're disrespecting the caller. What I'm saying, short and spicy, is the words you're using. For one, YouTube was holding some of your comments. It's not that we was holding your comments. YouTube was holding some of your comments because of the words you're using. So it's not necessarily that you're disrespecting the caller, but you have to like choose your choices of words a little bit better. All right? And also, your comments was a little bit harsh, right? So that's what I mean when I say just calm down. Like I said, I understand that you're passionate about it, but just calm down a bit, all right? Carla, good night. How you doing?
Good night, Unstoppable. What going on, G?
My day, I know what you say.
Boy, I thought you know, Jano, them a time you just have to just pray and me not even know what to say, cause me touch by it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Me I tell you that little something I just get me shaky now. You understand?
Mm-hmm. It's really a sad
My
situation,
advice,
man.
but my advice though, pray. Read your Bible, fast and pray. And she be surround herself with people where you know some Christian spiritual people. Not really could lose people in your environment.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to surround herself. And every church service, she not fi make no church service, miss her. Because God is able, you know.
Right.
And she fi just have faith. You understand what me say,
Yeah,
my
man.
youth?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Not
Totally.
say a word later. Pick up
All
yourself.
right.
Love,
Bless up,
love.
Tati. Blessings.
Cool.
Carla, good night. You're on Unstoppable Live. How you doing? What's your advice for the caller tonight?
Hi, good night, everyone. My advice is for her to just be strong, to be encouraged, and yes, the Bible do speak about powers in high places. And she have to fast and pray, but the signs were all there before she got entangled in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Her spirit was in tune to what was happening in the environment with
Right.
this gentleman. Well, it's late now because it's now her husband.
Right.
However, she just had to stay focused, go on her knees. She and her husband pray and seek the face of God, develop back this relationship with her God, and just let the Spirit of God be manifest and take and break the chains and the yokes that need to be broken. And just don't cease from fasting and praying, but it can be done and it will be done if she believes. And if she don't believe strongly that the way she needs to ask God to change, whatever her unbelief is, to strengthen her faith.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be done, and I'm praying for her. But I was not fearful, but it's needed as a topic that we can um I don't even know what to say. It's just crazy, but it's life
Right.
and it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So just be strong and have a wonderful night.
Thanks a lot for sharing your advice, Carla. Take care.
You too.
All right, so the phone line is open. The number is 876-420-3368. If you have been on the stream for the past 1 hour and 45 minutes since we've been talking, right? And you've heard this entire experience that this caller is going through and is facing, and you would like to give her a word of advice or even a word of prayer, because Mrs. Someone in the comment I said, I would like to pray for this lady. You can call in right now. I'm going to actually run the show for exactly 2 hours. So we got another few minutes to go. If you would like to give this lady some advice, what would you like to say to her? It's actually a sad situation. You understand? And she's actually presently still in it. Yes, Susie Unstoppable, I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes now to be exact, right? So I didn't want to cut the call and I didn't want to let it be a part 2 type situation. I just wanted to give her enough time to speak her mind and let this off her chest. All right? Too much Obia talk stress me out. Wyra, blessings, blessings, blessings. Listen, this topic tonight, it's a unusual one. It's not the usual type of unstoppable topics, but persons going through stuff no matter what it is, and if they need a platform to let it out, Unstoppable Live is the place to do it. Good night, Carla. How you doing?
Good night. I'm okay so far. I've been listening. As I said, I typed it earlier. I'm on my way home from the airport, and I saw the notification coming that your show is on, and I just tuned in. Based on what I caught so far, I know that she's going through hell.
Mm-hmm.
That is not anything normal somebody has to deal with, and
Right.
I'm just encouraging her to continue to pray. I believe God is taking her through a test. You know, He has a great job for her to do, and sometimes He will allow certain things to happen to get you to do what He really wants you to do. So she should just not lose faith, continue to remain close. Her and her husband and her children cover themselves daily um, under God, and to just try and follow His direction.
Totally appreciate it.
She probably, yeah, I think she went into that man's life to make a change for him, to deliver him out of whatever curse he was under from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where her gift is going to manifest itself. So she just needs to be strong and continue to be under God. Those are my little words of encouragement to her.
Thanks a lot for calling in. Totally appreciate it. All right.
You're welcome, no problem.
Good night, caller. How you doing? You're live.
Well, good night. What's up? What's up? What's up? May
All
I
is
listen to
well.
the
All is well. All is
program?
well. Thanks a lot for tuning in. What advice do you have to give this caller, quick and spicy, because the phone going crazy?
The lady need to go to a good revival church. She, she need she need to get a good revival pastor to pray for her, spiritual pastor, because she have a lot of things where she can't manage. I listen to her with her family story and the husband and the mother and everything where she have got through. She need help spiritually and she want guidance
Mm-hmm.
because that are the only way can open the way for her.
Right. All right. That's your advice?
Yes, find a good church, good revival church. We have the Holy Ghost, anointed pastors, so them can help her.
All right. Thanks a lot for sharing your views. Totally appreciate it. Be blessed. All right.
Okay, good night.
Unstoppable Live. You're live on air. Talk fast. The phone line is blazing up. What do you have to say to this lady?
Yes, Unstoppable. This is my first time calling,
Appreciate you calling in.
and I wasn't listening from the first, but
You kind of
I
catch up.
gathered, yes, I gathered as much.
Mm-hmm.
What the advice I have for this lady is that demons are real.
Mm-hmm.
People can send, that is called, what she's experiencing is called witchcraft. You see, demons are real, and you see these people that that lady or whoever her mother is friends with that come to say they're helping,
Mm-hmm.
come to her house to clean the house and to pray. They are not from God. Her mother is a praying woman and maybe a Christian. These people, Sangoma, whatever they call them, they are not from God. If they're not from God, I'm telling her, they're not from God. So they get their power from the other world,
Mm-hmm.
from someone else, which is not of God. That's where they get their power from. And maybe it would seem like it's working a little bit, but then something else would happen. That means she wasn't protected from beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever she does, whatever the lady done in the house, she wasn't protected.
Right.
Because I mean, if she's you would be telling her to pray and what um Jesus said, if Jesus said, if your ways please me, I would make your enemy become your footstool.
Mm-hmm.
If you're under God's protection, nothing can harm you. There's nothing can harm you. But
Right.
this lady needs to, like, um draw closer to God. Draw closer to God. Pray always. You know, Unstoppable. Let me tell you something. I'm in my home, and I'm in my home, and when I was in, when I don't know what happened, but when I was in Florida, the same thing happened. Now I'm in Georgia, the same thing happening. That was like sometimes in last year, these things started happening where I would be in my house, I would be in my room, and then I would be smelling like, all kinds of scents, like the marijuana would be coming down into my face. I would be in my bed, I would be sleeping, and then I would wake up. The scent of marijuana would be coming down from the roof, coming down into my face. Like, my head would start hurting. Sometimes I have to cover. I said, what is this? What is this? I pray and pray. I was like, what is this? And I draw closer to God. I listen to the unstoppable. People may not believe. People may not believe, but I'm telling you, demon, sometimes I'm telling you, there are people here, there are Christian, there are people that can deliver, that can unstoppable. For me to tell you this, after what I was experiencing, this is what I do. I found I got a dream. I got a dream. I got a dream one night that that I saw this light, and I saw this was what I see, the description. God is a loving father. And I think it was in the same week or so I was on YouTube, and I found this prophet, Prophet TV Joshua from Africa. You see, Nigeria, Africa. She can go on YouTube and scroll, find, she can Google the Synagogue Church of All Nation in Nigeria, Prophet TV Joshua. She can download that. He has prayers. She can download the TV on her phone and watch live and get delivered. This is my advice to her. This is what give me my break from these. Sometimes I'll be smelling something stinky. Sometimes it's weed, all kinds of smell, perfume. It was demon just follow me all everywhere, everywhere. Sometimes I would be seeing shadow. The light would turn off. I would see shadow and I'm telling you, every time of the day, every until when I go to bed, I would be having Prophet TV Joshua Church. Sometimes it would be the prayer, sometimes it would be the whole service. I would be playing and playing. I would praying with them. They say touch the screen, and get connected, and that's what I do. And now I'm not smelling no funny scent. There's no I'm free. You don't even have to go, because she will see the number, the Synagogue Church of All Nation, Lagos, Nigeria, and she would see the number. That man is a man of God. I can tell you, there are some people say they are of God, but they are not. They have they work with some other power. I don't know, which is from the opposition. You know, if you're not from God, you're from the devil. So and when she search and find it, then she'll see the number, she'll see the email to the church, and she can email them a prayer. She can email them her prayer. She can send her prayer requests, requests and stuff, and I tell you, she will be free.
All right, caller.
I'm
Thanks a
telling
lot.
you.
The phone
I'm
line is
telling you.
blazing up. Thanks a lot for calling in. Totally appreciate it. Let me take another call. Appreciate it. All right.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Bye bye.
Caller, good night. You're live.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Dr. Mia.
Well,
What's
on
up?
top of that, I just called to tell that lady two things. One,
Speak up a bit, Mia.
should
You're a bit low.
really, and the phone
All
is
right. We could hear you
okay.
now. We could hear you now.
I probably I put it down. Sorry. I wanted to tell the caller to do two things. Well, three things. One, you could burn your house out with sage if you can't get any sage. And secondly, fast and pray. That's three. Well, two
Mm-hmm.
in one. Just do some serious fasting and prayer. I mean, that's the very best thing to do because people have their beliefs, things happen to people. But I always say the devil choose to trouble who he wants to trouble when we are weak at heart. And I'm not saying it can't happen to me, but I dare not think those things in my house. My house is a sanctuary of my own self, and me try my best to keep all the things that is negative out of my space. So prayer and fasting is the best way to go, and burn the house out with sage. Because sage, if anybody knows sage, you can use sage on your meat, to cut all them, animal, whatever. And it's good to burn in your house. So you can get some and burn it in your house. Read up on how to burn sage in your house, burn it in your house, and fast and pray a whole lot, you and your husband, and cover your child and on yourself and see how best that can work for you. I would say deliverance is one of the best options too if you can get to a church that can deliver.
Mm-hmm.
But fasting and prayer can also work.
All right, Dr. Mia. Thanks a lot for calling in and giving your advice. Totally appreciate it
All
every
right,
single time.
all right, all right, night. All
All
right.
right, so Lady J, I saw you was calling while Dr. Mia was on the phone line. The phone line is now open again, 876-420-3368. But callers, please let's try and keep it a bit short. We know a lot of persons want to share their views. All right, the phone line is open, Lady J. I saw you were calling. The number is 876-420-3368. We have 3 minutes remaining in the stream. You see somebody has said answer people go for 3 hours. On the stadium, I got my yard. The things that I have nowhere for go. Caller, good night. You're live.
Hello.
Good night. How are you?
Hi. Good night.
Please turn the stream down in the
I'm listening.
background. Please turn the stream down.
Yes, I cut it off. I cut it off.
Great. What advice do you have to give this lady?
Yeah. I want to give her a number for a pastor in Jamaica. I'm not living in Jamaica. I'm living in one of the islands. But I have a number. I don't know if I can
Sure, she's listening. Go
say it
right
out.
ahead. Go right ahead. She's listening.
Okay. Just give me one moment. Let me look for it because I was trying to download the number and I just tried and then it rings. So it's a bishop in Jamaica and she can call him for prayer. Let me just type it in. These are okay. This is the number here. It's 1876 585 8472, and he's a powerful man of God.
Okay,
Very
repeat the number
powerful.
for her again. Repeat the number for her again.
It's 1876 585 8472. Bishop Perrier.
All right, Carla. Thanks a lot. Totally appreciate it. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Evelyn, how is it that me always cut you when you're calling? Evelyn, please tell me. Evelyn, you please tell me how me always cut you short when you're calling. Lady J, how are you? Good night.
Good night, Unstoppable. How are you?
I'm great. We're gonna try and keep it a bit short because we're out of time. But go right ahead, please.
Yes, it's gonna be very short. The only thing that can deliver this woman is prayer and fasting. She needs to learn how to pray. There's no point in talking about burning sage or burning candles or burning anything in her house. She needs to stop taking these people coming into her house saying they're bringing spirit to protect her and they're giving her baths. What she's doing when she does that is she's introducing unfamiliar spirits in her house. She needs to learn to pray. Pastor and revival church cannot deliver her. Only God can deliver her. And that's what she needs, right? When she goes to the revival church and they pray for her, and when she goes to pastor and they pray for her, when she goes home, she's on her own. Yes. So she needs to know how to pray and how to rebuke spirits. We shouldn't be afraid of evil spirits should be afraid of us when we have the spirit of God in us. They should be afraid of us. We shouldn't be afraid of them. And that's all I have to say. All this woman needs to do is to learn how to pray and fast. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Unstoppable.
Thank you, Lady
No
J.
sage, no sage, no candle, nothing else but the Spirit of God will help her.
All right. Thanks a
Okay?
lot for your advice. Totally appreciated.
Okay, good night.
Good night. All right, so Lady J says all the caller needs to do is pray and believe in the power of God. Boy, tonight is a powerful show, you know. Yes, tonight is a powerful show. You understand? Pray and believe in the power of God and not bother invite no other spirits in your house is what Lady J says. All right. Now, you know what? The show done. But I'm going to take this last caller. Caller, you're up on a lucky one, you know, because the show done, you know. Turn the stream down for me. Turn the stream down. Turn the stream down.
My sweet.
Can't hear you, caller. We can't hear you.
Hello?
We can't hear you, caller. We're going to try one more time. All right, that's it for the caller. All right. Antoinette Miller, because you make me answer, you know, because me never got answer no more.
Serious?
What you have to say? What you have to say? What you have to say?
Yeah, blessed. You know what me have to say? Tell the caller say she for go down pan her knee and pray. You understand me? So when people tell her about all of this and number for this and number for that, she don't want no other number more than the number for the Almighty God. You hear me? I tell her, go down pan her knee and pray sincerely. Read her Bible and pray. You understand me? Because not no be prayer. You understand what me I say? And that is my take on all of this. When everything fail, try Jesus. You know the song said, try Jesus. When everything fail, you try Jesus. Turn to Jesus. Him never fail you yet. No, him never. But I make me start tonight,
We don't have time. We don't have time, Anthony. We don't have time.
Just tell her for pray. Prayer is the key to everything. Amen. Good night.
Bless up,
Blessed.
Anthony. People, that's Antoinette Miller right there. And you can check out our channel over there. All right. Now, that's the end of the stream. Please, nobody else no call because the show done. Please, and thanks. All right. So, before me leave, I don't know, more to say thanks a lot to every single person that called in and gave some advice to this caller tonight. You know, thanks to the caller herself for calling and sharing her situation with what's going on. And if you are out there going through something and you would like to share your experience on Unstoppable Live, all you have to do is take this very number down that's on the screen, 876-420-3368, and send a simple WhatsApp message that says, I would like to share my experience. It is that simple. All right? Don't call, just simply send a WhatsApp message. I would like to share my experience. It doesn't matter what you're going through. If you need to share your experience, send a message and you will get a call back from me personally. And you'll get the opportunity to share your experience. Now, the next thing is, it's time for big up my Instagram crew. You see me? Yes. So for all of you here, if you're not yet following me over on Instagram, all right, Knowledge Queen, thanks again for the super chat. If you're not yet following me over on Instagram, then you need to do so, because big up to everybody who actually went over on Friday. Big up to everybody who actually went over on Wednesday and followed me on Instagram. So I have to say bless up to everyone I know, right? And tonight me I go big on up and give you no shout out. All right, Miss Shelly, go and big up yourself. Where you go? The show not done yet. I didn't tell you can leave, Shelly. Where are you going? Thank you. Anyways, I want to big up Jam Dung Gal for following me over there on Instagram last Wednesday. Shatter Links, Joyful Hall, Queen Official, Gemini, DD Mac, big up yourself. Who this? Sheila Wigley, blessings. Nikisha, Unique Johnson, Sandy Dejo, Melanie Unstoppably. You see that? All over Instagram, people are rock the Unstoppably, you know. She not only change it on YouTube, she go over Instagram and say, listen me, I'm Melanie Unstoppable. All right? Me have to say big up to Janice Daly, Angel Everon, Delroy Lester or Marco, big up yourself. New Journey, New Life. Island Girls Can Cook. Big up yourself, Island Girls Can Cook. She have a YouTube channel too, so you can check her out. Alright? Lustful Lent. Sophia James. Yvette Robinson. Evelyn Spence. Shirley Florence. Melly Newboo. Mary Mish. Big up all of them people that are going over and following me on Instagram. So if you please just go over there and follow me on Instagram. Then you know say on Monday night's show, me definitely I go give you a shout out. But if you go over and follow me, you have to send me an if you go over and follow me, you have to send me a DM to let me know that you are here from Friday night's show. You have to send a message. Once you go over and follow me, it's Unstoppable TV on Instagram. After you click the follow button, send me a DM and say, Unstoppable, I'm here from Friday night's show. And then I will be here on Monday and give you your shout out. Alright? So big up for all of the people who actually went over and follow me Wednesday. Now I want to big up to all of the persons who also contributed to my PayPal. I totally appreciate the whole of you, you understand? Because persons out there are reaching out to me and saying, Unstoppable, I appreciate your show, I appreciate what you're doing, I appreciate the platform, giving persons the opportunity to share their experience, and you're doing a very good job. And I appreciate everyone on us. So thanks a lot. You know? So big up to all of my PayPal squad who click the link in the description even after the show and bless me up. And big up to the super chatters who on the stream who super chat, who say, oh, Knowledge Queen and the show boss Susie Unstoppable and Evelyn and Menelva and every single person who super chatted on tonight's live stream. Totally appreciate all of you. Also, I want to say a big thanks to every single person who tuned in tonight simply by just clicking on the stream. You're supporting the show, right? So even if you're not super chat, even if you're not, the fact that you clicked on and stay here with me for me see 2 hours and 7 minutes, you're supporting the show. I totally appreciate, right? Totally appreciate your support, right? Because your time is valuable, and if you decide to give it to Unstoppable live show for 2 hours, I have to appreciate that. All right. The next thing is me have to make sure every night me have to make sure I'm big up my moderators. You understand? All the persons who wanna see in a blue, big up to my moderators. All right. Thank you for being here with me every night. Mrs. Brooks, I know you say you're not feeling too well, but you're alright, you understand? I know say you're going to be quite fine, because after all, you're part of the Unstoppable Army, so you're quite fine. Now, the next thing we have to big up is the persons who wanna see them have Unstoppable at the end of them name or at the beginning of them name. Those are the members of the Unstoppable Army. See there? Rosie Unstoppable, Menelva Unstoppable, all of the Unstoppable Army members. Comment, let me see your name and shout to note as a matter of fact. If you're here and you have the word Unstoppable either at the beginning or the end of your name, comment right now. John Wick Unstoppable, I haven't seen his name pop up tonight, but you don't know. Alright? Yes. So if you have the name Unstoppable, the word Unstoppable at the end or the beginning of your name, those are the Unstoppable members, the Unstoppable Army members. So if you want to be a part of the Unstoppable Army and anywhere on YouTube where you go, as long as you comment, persons are going to recognize, say, yo, a part of the Unstoppable, is a member from the Unstoppable Army that See there, Joy Hall, Unstoppable, Blessings. You see what I say? Yeah, Unstoppable Queen. See there? Yes. Those are the Unstoppable Army members. So anywhere you go, you could have go para Rapa Crapa, or you could have go anywhere. As long as them see Unstoppable Boss Lady, Lady J Unstoppable, right? See there? Once you have that name there, listen, your name powerful, you get recognized anywhere you go. Right? And people are going to say, wait, them man. All right, see there? A part of the Unstoppable family. That. You see me? Ricky Trooper, my boss. Blessings, 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 blessings. You understand? Ricky Trooper, the point is the man them not show up enough. You understand? You don't notice? This is a woman audience in my boss. Look how the ladies here. Look how much ladies there. Ricky Trooper, if I know me and you alone, I think me and you alone are probably the only man on the show here right now. And when John Wick check in, you see what I say? The man them now really check in and show up themselves. You see, this is a show of ladies. If you check the comment section, you don't notice Ricky Trooper, a merely woman name you see in there, you don't notice that? So, the man them now check out. Even if the man them they are watching, the man them are keep quiet. You understand? So, at that really I go on. But Ricky Trooper, big up yourself, my boss. You're there every night with me. Oh, you mean if the woman them are overpower with? The woman them are overpower in every sense of the word. You see me? But after all, I still love that the ladies are here, Yes, yes, yes. But the man them are keep quiet. That's J.A. Smith. But see, J.A. Smith, me wouldn't know that. No, me know. You see me, J.A. Smith say, oh man, me a man too. What you mean? All right, Julia, what you know? You see the man them a roll out now? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. More want to see the man them a roll out too. I make the woman them know say man they in the stream too. Julian Smith, big up yourself, my boss. You see that? Yes. Yes. Hey, what you Brandon Lee. All right, you see it? This is what I said earlier, you know. I said the man them there, you know, but the man them now participate, which is what I said earlier. You notice as Ricky Trooper call it out now, the man them start comment. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, Ricky Trooper, you see that now? Yeah. So, not even my fault when me not even a shout out the man them. The man them a keep quiet and just a listen to the ladies and a watch the ladies a comment. You see me? But yeah, bless up to all of the general them with up on the stream, man. Totally appreciate it. But as you can see, this show is dominated by females. You know? Dominated by females. Right? Which is not a bad thing. Which is absolutely not a bad thing. Right? But big up to all of the generals who are here, and big up to all of the empresses and all of the queens. Right? What Rox really say? Rox Radio say, who run the world? Girls. Alright, so people who don't do the thing, you know, big up to everybody who checking in Monday. Big up yourself, Francis. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Right? You know, big up to everybody who checking in. All of the man whether on the stream, whether you comment or not, big up yourself. You know, but me know say a couple generals that they are listening and just not really too in the commenting thing, you know. But and I read the comments. But we have to show our presence, you know. You understand? And this is why so much ladies are calling and I give more experiences than one man a face out there, because the man them a face things too. But you know, nah, call and make the ladies know say, yo, we are here facing things too, you know. What you think uno alone? You think say uno nah do we things too? Big up to the couple man them who actually call the show and share them experience. This is what I say. I have to say big up to them, because them show say, yo, we can brave up and share we experience to and make people understand, say, we go through things too. You see? So big, yeah man, me, we have to big up to all of the man them. You see me? So as me say, if you want to be a part of the Unstoppable Army and get recognized anywhere on YouTube, you go, just simple, add the name Unstoppable, the word Unstoppable, either at the beginning or after your name, right? As you can see, many of these persons here have done already, and anywhere them go, people have to recognize them. Because I don't think, say, yo, the Unstoppable Army is a little rare army, you know. See, there's Sandre Lewis Unstoppable. That's what we are talking about. You understand? The army is not the little play army. The army come for dominate. You see it? Everywhere we go, Joy Hall Unstoppable name, Afi stand out. Susie Unstoppable name, Afi stand out. Sandre Unstoppable, Afi stand out. Menelva Unstoppable, Afi stand out. Simply because, guess why? When you not dominate a chat room, when you not go on anybody live stream, right? I'm not jealous if you not visit other people live streams, you know. You see, yeah. Because I know, say, when it comes to loyalty, the whole on roll right back round to Unstoppable when I show time. You see? So when you not go on anybody else live stream, you see what I say? And check in and them see Unstoppable panel no name, them and say, yo, big up to the Unstoppable Army member there. Because what? We are create that right now. You see it? Big up to Stacy just checking in. Well, I'm talking about to the persons who are not content creators though. If you're not a YouTuber, yeah, I'm talking to you. Right? Because if you're a content creator, then obviously you can't add Unstoppable to your name, you know? So big up to you. All right, see, they carry Unstoppable checking in. All right, so now, people, I have to say today is the 20th, right? So the last show before Christmas will be Monday, right? Which will be the Unstoppable giveaway. You remember we do the Unstoppable giveaway a little while back, me and JJ. All right, so it has come around again, right? Which will be on Monday night. So Monday night now gonna be no sad story. Monday night now gonna be we are digging on nobody business. Monday night is going to be a giveaway show where we give back to you who have been here with me always, right? Menelva, stop cause problem here. Yeah, but Monday night, make sure you check in. Monday night will be the give back show where we'll be giving back to you, the viewers, for your continued support. You understand? Because you don't know, me can't just a day, me no decide, say, yo, me I gotta have one little giveaway show too. You understand? Me have to do something back for Uno too as well. Alright, but it will not be the little play traditional type of, yo, me just a give back. It will actually be a game show. For all who was here on the last one, you would remember how it's done. Alright, it would actually be a game show where it's actually entertaining and fun, and you may stand a chance to win. Alright, so big up on yourself, people. Totally appreciate everybody checking in tonight. As me say, if you not go over there on Instagram and follow me yet, jump over there and do it now. It's Unstoppable TV. Alright, Atesor, big up yourself. Me shout you out, you know, blessings. You see me? More to say as well, you need to check out people like Dr. Mia with her show. She does very great, awesome topics. You know, her show was earlier tonight before I came on, right? There is her name right there, the one we are dance. See, she just post a bunch of dancing ladies there, right? You can click on her name and, you know, support her over there as well. You can click on also Jamaica YouTube TV, you know, click on that and check him out as well. He does awesome content. Antoinette Miller as well. Check out Antoinette Miller, you know, and show her some support. Queen Rocks. Check out Queen Rocks as well. She's a content creator. All right. Queen Dania. Yes, check out Queen Dania and check her out as well. All right. So people like me can't spell. Mrs. Brooks, don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Me know say you go call in and win Monday night. So me not worry about you. All right. So yes, people, check out the content creators who support Unstoppable Stream as well, because we have to try and support each other. You know, you can go over there and check out my brother TR. He's not on the stream tonight, but check out TR. All right, and JJ as well. Comment in the comment section. Let's see if we can get JJ as well a few more subscribers tonight. Where are you, JJ as well? All right, JJ as well is about to kick off her show in short order, and people on the door want to miss it. All right. All right, Rosie Unstoppable said, pray for me, my friends. I'm going to Africa on the 24th for 25 days. Oh, CF trip, Rosie. CF trip. Oh, that one they sound like it's going to be exotic. You're going to ride some elephants and stuff like that, Rosie. All right, so people, there is JJ's World. So click on JJ's World and give her a few subscribers to me there, please, because trust me, she have some awesome topics in store for you. You know, me and her, we are think about some topics for you and people them are come. When she tell me the ideas where she have, me say, wait there, man, wait there. And when you try to come over to my show, it not gonna happen, you know, right? But she said, babe, what I'm to you, listen, you know, say I'm here the queen, so you know when time I come harder, you know. You understand? So yes, people, JJ's World comment again there. Oh, see Dr. Mia dropping her links right there, so you can click on JJ's World and subscribe. People, listen me. JJ's World tell me, say, when she actually start her show, she gonna come run My Foot Hot. Me say, yo, what you talk about? I'm medium unstoppable. You better sit in your little corner and relax. She say, yeah, all right then. All right, just watch. But she tell me a couple of the topics where she have in mind and a couple of the special guests where she have lined up for her show and all of them things there. Me not go tell no lie. Me kind of get little kind of jittery. If you tell her the truth, nobody no tell her though. When I tell me that, I go thief on her guest, me that go call the guest behind her back and say, yo, you need to come on my show instead, you know. But then, me know she would have find out because she dep on the show and watch, and then, you know, me don't want no trouble in my yard, so me just leave that one there alone. But if you don't want to miss them topic there, click on the link there where Dr. Mia sharing at the stream and go over there and support JJ's World. All right? Yes. 442 people still there. If she can get at least 100 tonight, if you click on her name and go over there and go subscribe to her, yeah, because our show is going to be fire when she actually start out. I think she tell me within about the first or second week of January is when she's actually going to kick her show off, right? If not the first or second week, right? So, people, she a come out fiery. She not even want to rush and go do it. She said, I want to make sure I have everything properly organized, right? So that, yo, When she forward out, it proper. You understand? So there it is, Dr. Mia. There is her name. JJ's World is in the chat. Click it and subscribe. All right? And click on Dr. Mia's name and subscribe to her. All right? Knowledge Queen, big up yourselves in Knowledge Queen. So just subscribe. All right? Rox Radio says she a weird pod. See it there? Rox Radio, wait for you, JJ. Angie said, me done did subscribe. Long time, JJ. See it there? All right, so big up to everybody who actually went over and followed me. Big up to everybody who followed Dr. Mia and Queen Dania. Big up to everybody who went over and subscribed to JJ's World. Big up to everybody who is continuously supporting Unstoppable's show. I totally appreciate everyone I know. All right, and like I said, if you would like to contribute to the show, there's a PayPal link down in the comment section that you could click and just show your appreciation if you choose to. It's not an obligation. You know, like I said, you're simple. Just watching me is appreciated just as much. So people, as you know me already, I always end the show. Please have an awesome weekend. Be safe. If you're going out to party tomorrow night or tonight, please be safe while you're out. And please, if you're a drinker, drink responsibly. No matter what, don't make nobody stop you. It's Unstoppable TV. My gun.
See the music, 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 see the music. Move your waistline, move your shoulders, feel the music, move your waistline, move your shoulders, This music got me feeling like them way up high, sipping martinis and blues. Usher, big dancing, you like dancing? Put my feet up. Wants to turn the music up high.